Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to rank all 90 abilities in Overwatch. I've made some tiers, but I'll explain them as we go. This is my opinion and the rankings are based on usefulness, how fun it is, and how it is to play against. I reached 500 subscribers recently and I'm doing a giveaway. To enter, all you have to do is follow me on Twitter before the 1st of March. I'll DM the winner a £10 Amazon gift voucher. I'm broke, I know. Anyway, let's do it. For the first tier, it has the most vile abilities in the game, and I would absolutely celebrate if they were deleted. Sojourn's Railgun. This is a fun 1v1. Oh, I've died instantly with pretty much no warning. Looking into the Railgun's charge-up glow is like looking at death itself. Symmetra's Sentry Turrets. Boring to manage, but frustratingly crippling to even slightly disorganised teams. Now for the awful tier. This tier has the abilities that exist just to make the game worse. Batiste's Immortality Field. Literally impossible to hit on console with aim assist forcing you to aim above its hitbox. It's awkward to use and it's annoying to deal with. Sombra's Translocator. It makes her pseudo-immortal, while also giving the player motion sickness. Orisa's Fortify. I can't tell the difference when I'm using it, but it's so painful to shoot into it when I'm actually against it. This tier has abilities that I find annoying or just genuinely useless. Ash's Dynamite. I have to aim to use this ability. It also provides the grim realization that, without help, you will slowly burn to death. Widowmaker's Venom Mine. Never notice any impact, but always get hit by it while out of the range that I think it should actually hit. Ramatra's Ravenous Vortex. I've never seen this used for its intended effect, as it literally can't reach its target. Torbjorn's Deploy Turret. If you want to sit there building turrets, play Balloon's Tower Defense. I can't be asked to deal with something that is aimbot and decently high damage at long range. Junker Queen's Jagged Blade. An off-brand Roadhog hook. That's exceptionally worse, but actually harder to use. Kiriko's Swift Step. Incredible map mobility, but you need to be so precise that you're not going to be able to use it in a hurry. Although a low health enemy Kiriko teleporting away only fuels my depression. Roadhog's Take a Breather. You can't ever call out that Roadhog's low, as you will immediately be deemed a clown when he recovers half of his health while running away. The abilities in this tier I either have no opinion on, or think the positives and negatives balance each other out. Sojourn's Disruptor Shot. Its slow effect was incredibly annoying, but now that it's gone, this ability has absolutely no impact. Junker Queen's Commanding Shout. Ash's Coach Gun. I didn't know where to put this, as I rarely use it for anything other than a boost upwards. Sombra's Hack. Annoying to be hacked, but the effect actually isn't that bad unless you're a support. It's fun to troll a specific player with though. Batiste's Exo Boots. Listen, I know it's technically a passive ability, but I'm counting it and you have no power to stop me. They're cool, but I forget it exists as I literally never crouch. Ramatra's Nemesis form Block. Literally feels like being a vegetable attached to life support. Kiriko's Protection Suzu. Imagine not being able to shoot stuff in the shooting game, while having all your status abilities being irrelevant. Mercy's Resurrect. I have a love-hate relationship with this ability. It's rage-inducing to have a target that you spent tons of effort to kill come back without you being able to do much about it. But I love having a teammate back, as it can change the direction of the fight. Reinhardt's Fire Strike. The old one was juicier, and felt actually threatening. I just don't want to use my brain on Ryan, and you kind of have to with 2 Fire Strike cooldowns. Diva's Micro Missiles. Just like my Brigitte's Shield Bash. Now more of a movement ability, as using it to attack just feels like running into a brick wall. Batiste's Regenerative Burst. Nice ass animation / noise for a generally useful ability. Hammond's Roll. Feels cringe when used without the grappling claw, but the extra speed saves lives. Reinhardt's Charge. Magnetic charges are the bane of my existence, and getting unintentionally charged makes my blood boil. Fun to one-shot people with though. Now for the good tier. This tier has abilities that I like, but some I can appreciate for being necessary for certain characters. Hanzo's Storm Arrows. The ability you use when you're tired of trying to aim and just want to get the final hit. Sombra's Stealth. I'm a little troll running around harassing supports, but it doesn't feel entirely unfair. If you take away the Translocator, Hammond's Adaptive Shield. A 5-ton steel ball is rolling towards you and there is nothing that you can do about it. Bastion's Tactical Grenade. Funky physics, but nice extra damage and visually cool. Brigitte's Barrier Shield. Considering Brig's playstyle is to jump into the enemy as if you have nothing to lose, this can be pretty useful for disengaging. Soldier 76's Sprint. One of the oldest Overwatch characters is the only hero who can actually sprint. Arthritis will get to him soon. Brigitte's Repair Pack. Watching the healing fly through the air and not reaching a target before they die is the definition of pain, but generally they do their job with ease. Sigma's Kinetic Grasp. His overhealth is typically unnoticeable, but it's a good ability with his shield, as together they make him quite hard to damage. Soldier 76's Helix Rockets. I've killed myself more times than I have killed an enemy with this, and I also have no clue how to Helix jump. Cassidy's Magnetic Grenade. Yo, who gave Cassidy a homing pulse bomb? For squishies, it's typically a death sentence to be locked onto. Symmetra's Teleporter. Always used as a quick way back from spawn, but I have a friend that has opened my eyes to the crazy plays you can do, though the strat to teleport an entire team onto point is just annoying to deal with. Moira's Biotic Orb. Great heal potential, just a shame that my teammates are more inclined to use the damage orb while I'm critical. Echo's Sticky Bombs. Either insta-kills something or does absolutely zero damage. There is no in between, and thus it's more of a support ability for an Echo combo. Reaper's Shadow Step. The source of most of Reaper's cringe voice lines. It's incredibly useful, but can be countered reasonably easily due to how slowly he does it. Doomfist's Power Block, also known as Big Punch Production. Decent damage mitigation with a short cooldown, with added benefits. It was bad, but now it's good, and it's moving into your meta hood. Echo's Flight. Somehow makes Echo easier to hit than most flight characters, but enjoyable to actually use. It's also really versatile, so overall, nice. Ramatra's Void Barrier. As Ramatra is close ranged, they had to make a whole ability for him to close distance without instantly dying at his low health. It does its job, and that's all I can really say about it. Cassidy's Tactical Roll. It's a valid and useful movement ability. You heard it here first. This ability single-handedly makes Cassidy able to 1v1 tanks, as the reload gives you 2 instant fan the hammers. It just feels badass. The Great Tier. These abilities are pretty useful, or I really enjoy using them. Soldier 76's Biotic Field. Soldier is a support hero. You can't convince me otherwise. It feels warm when you're healed by a soldier, as you know he'll never let you down, unlike your actual supports. Widowmaker's Grappling Hook. Everyone knows that one tech on Eco Point Antarctica, and that has led to everyone gaining extra height in their grapples. It's just good for widows to make space. Zarya's Projected Barrier. Denies everything in the game while buffing the Zarya. This leads to moments when one team can shoot while the other can't, otherwise they are literally feeding. Zarya's Particle Barrier. Same as the Projected Barrier, but I'm selfish, so this gets a higher rank. Pharah's Jump Jet. Jump up to get unhittable by 90% of gold players. Lucio's Amp It Up. A team-wide burst of healing that feels very impactful or moving at Mark 10. Both good options. Junker Queen's Carnage. This is the only damaging thing Junker Queen has, which means you're left surprised by its sudden damage every time it's used. Reinhardt's Barrier Field. The OG shield that's broken for more time than it's actually up. Zenyatta's Healing Orb. Simple to use, reasonably quick, long-range healing. People need to stop sleeping on Zenny's healing output. Ana's Biotic Grenade. The only ability that fully denies a role's purpose. Actually broken in certain situations. Mei's Cryo Freeze. Screw you, takes away your ability to capture the point for 6 seconds. Hanzo's Lunge. The most satisfying ability in the game, especially when paired with Wall Climb. Winston's Jump Pack. Literally the whole of Winston's character is this ability, and nothing could replace it. With infinite cooldowns, this is easily the funniest ability in the game. Sojourn's Power Slide. I hate that you can't immediately go vertical and that you're stuck going in a straight line, but you feel like a badass and it's actually useful. So, Ana's Sleep Dart. They deleted everyone's ability to even stun for a second, but kept Ana's ability to put someone out of the fight for what feels like years. I think Blizzard has favoritism. Winston's Barrier Projector. Slept on for years, but now everyone knows how versatile it is. I'd say it's well respected. Hanzo's Sonic Arrow. The best ability for lining up an insta-kill. Reaper's Wraith Form. Makes it so there isn't any risk in Reaper's gameplay. Mixed with the teleport, he's a nightmare to deal with. Diva's Boosters. Probably the most aggressively used ability in the game. Was an issue not too long ago due to this, but with its damage nerf, it's just a decent engagement and pull-out tool. Genji's Deflect. The only ability that allows you to use an ultimate. Not only does the enemy not get to use it, but you get the opportunity to team wipe. Incredible for defense as well. Pharah's Concussive Blast. has the most environmental kills, easily. Just, like, I don't need to see the stats. And on top of that, it gives Pharah good vertical mobility, while making it hard for enemies to hit you. Tracer's Recall. What translocator wishes it could be? Vital for Tracer, the only reason it's impossible to kill a good Tracer. Moira's Fade. Really fun to use. But every time a low health Moira disappears, only to heal herself with an orb, it crushes my will to live. Orisa's Javelin Spear. Acts as a ranged rocket punch, but with more damage. Very satisfying to cancel out abilities, and it just works with her new kit. Hammond's Pile Driver. I'll be honest, I love the animation and ability to throw a ton of people into the air. The combos available here would make Tony Hawk blush. Genji's Swift Strike. Also known to everyone except Blizzard as Dash. Makes you feel slick, while doing a bit of unavoidable damage. An iconic ability. Doomfist's Rocket Punch. Speaking of iconic abilities, this would have been number 1 in the past, but since it can't really kill anymore, it's been demoted a bit. I do love the feeling of power when you push 4 enemies back with one ability, as well as just using it for movement. The abilities in this tier are the best Blizzard have made, and I wouldn't play Overwatch without them. Roadhog's Chain Hook. This used to break the laws of physics, until Blizzard actually did some work to it. Now it just breaks squishies. With the recent nerfs, it isn't as OP anymore, which has helped it to get to this tier. Mei's Ice Wall. The one and only troll that you can use on your own team. It's very useful for maneuvering to high ground, blocking full teams from rushing, and trapping a solo enemy for them to face a firing line. D.Va's Defense Matrix. This stays up for so long, and considering that it can delete pretty much anything, it's very good. It's a common occurrence for D.Vas to unintentionally delete ults. Torbjorn's Overload. A primal fear is felt when a dwarf is running at you with a shotgun, and it's heightened when he is glowing and considerably faster than you. Hammond's Grappling Claw. This has the world record for most unnecessarily extended games. Sometimes it actually wins games. It's really unique and fun to use though, so easy top tier. Junkrat's Steel Trap. Catching that annoying little bug of a Moira in a trap is why I play Overwatch. To watch them writhe around pointlessly knowing their end is near. Doesn't even feel that unfair to go against as well. Ramatra's Nemesis Form. You can keep this up for a decent amount of time and it's enough to wipe a team. With the speed addition, squishies can't escape from being pummeled into a fine mash. Lucio's Boop. There's no point in telling you its real name, as this is all you need. Booping is a form of art, and only the best Lucios can use it to its full potential. To be booped, though, feels as if you have been unfairly smited by God to be doomed to a slow insta-kill. Sigma's Experimental Barrier. The superior barrier, as it can be moved about as you wish, and it's complemented with a pinch of kinetic grasp. Lower health, but the ease of placement makes it so that it should rarely be fully broken. Also, you can still do stuff with this barrier up. Reinhardt, sorry. Bastion's Configuration Assault. The best rework they have ever done. It discourages camping, but still gives Bastion the ability to single-handedly murder an entire team in about 3 seconds. Giving him movement has just made it so it's harder to run from him. Zenyatta's Discord Orb. The extra damage for all teammates is usually a death sentence for most characters. If you have a Discord on you, your only option is to hide, because any stray headshot could mean your end. Orisa's Javelin Spin. The best way to tell an enemy to get out of your face. What are they supposed to do when a massive robot with invulnerability from the front and super armor at the back is charging towards you with no fear of death? Mercy's Guardian Angel. Blizzard's attempt at Flight Simulator 2016. No Mercy player should have an excuse for being on the ground. With her tiny hitbox and sheer speed, she's practically impossible to hit. Tracer's Blink. Satisfying noise, incredibly fun, and the basis of Tracer's character. Everything in her moveset is quick, and this is no different. It's useful for traversing, and can be used as a stalling tool with some support. Sigma's Accretion. I simply love the brutality of throwing a full-on rock at your opponent, with them being stunned and pushed back to show its force. Doomfist's Seismic Slam. Sit down, Winston. Let Doomfist show you how it's done. With the base physics of Winston's jump and a bigger forward radius for damage, this ability is versatile. It can be used in a combo with Rocket Punch to clear a crazy amount of distance, or it could just be used to deal a bit more damage. Fun, versatile, and just downright cool. Junkrat's Concussion Mine. Well, this is the actual most versatile ability in the game. It does good damage, meaning it's useful as a finishing tool or just to damage a group of opponents. It also launches yourselves and enemies, meaning it can discombobulate while saving you. Its ability to launch yourself means it's an excellent movement ability as well. Echo's Focusing Beam. Most people are addicted to nicotine, but I'm addicted to watching a tank's health be melted to nothing in an instant. In a combo with Echo's other abilities, it usually kills squishies with ease. And finally, number 1 is Brigitte's Whip Shot. It is a fact that Whip Shot is the superior boob. If you came here for fiction, leave now. It does more damage, it has more range, and knocks opponents further. Not to mention the ding sound, which only means success. It's also a good way to proc Brig's passive healing, so yeah, easily the best ability in the game. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Only 2% of my viewers are actually subscribed, and I really want to reach 1,000 subs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.